Florida has some of the highest numbers of pedestrian accidents of any state in the country, and children are some of the most vulnerable to these types of accidents. The figures relating to child pedestrian accidents are alarming, to say the very least. Research from the Children's Safety Network reveals that from 2017 to 2020, over 2,400 children and adolescents were involved in pedestrian accidents. According to the CDC, around 20% of children under the age of 15 who die in auto-related accidents are pedestrians. Thus, getting hit by a car is one of the most severe threats to a child's safety. Crossing the street, even though it seems like it's not a big deal, is a very high-risk activity for children. This is when a lot of kids get hurt, so children need to be extra careful when crossing the street. Here's some very simple steps that children can take to avoid getting hit by a car when crossing the street. First of all, always stop at the curb. Before crossing the street, children should stop at the curb or at the edge of the road if there is no curb. Also, triple check for traffic. All pedestrians, not just children, should always look left, then right, and then left again before attempting to cross. Now, even if a car is moving painfully slow, children should wait until the car goes by to attempt crossing because the driver may be distracted and may not see them. Sometimes this is hard to do, but if a driver is moving forward, they may hit the gas at any minute. And with all the distracted drivers out there playing on their phones, it's best to be safe and wait for the driver to move on by. Also, children need to keep a close watch on stopped cars. A driver sitting in a stopped car may hit the gas at any minute. So, if the car is running, pedestrians should make sure the driver sees them before moving. Drivers will often start moving while they're still looking down at their phone or fumbling around in the vehicle. So be careful if a car is stopped. Even if the car isn't running, this could be a threat because electric vehicles often don't make any noise while they're sitting there. Next, and this is a big one, don't dart out into the road. It's best to walk, don't run, and continually look left and right until safely across the street. Finally, once a child starts to cross a street, they need to get on across if they can safely do so. Don't stop in the middle of the road unless necessary to avoid an injury. Wherever children are walking in the vicinity of a vehicle, there's a couple of things to remember. First, stay on the sidewalk whenever possible. Second, you should walk facing traffic so you can see the oncoming drivers. It's dangerous to walk with your back to traffic, and it's against the law in a lot of places to walk on the road with traffic. Finally, be seen. Visibility is a big part of pedestrian safety, so it's best to wear bright clothing during the day and reflective materials at night to increase the likelihood of being seen by drivers. Finally, there's some steps parents can take to help children avoid getting hit by cars. First and foremost, children need to be accompanied by an adult whenever possible and watched closely. Additionally, it's always a good idea to hold a child's hand when walking near traffic so the child doesn't dart out in front of a vehicle. Children learn by watching what we do, so we parents need to make sure that we are following the safety rules and that we take proper safety measures so our children can learn from our actions. And we need to talk with our children about road safety so we can get them started with good habits at a young age. Also, when parents or guardians are dropping children off, it's best to make sure the child exits the vehicle from the right side and directly onto the sidewalk or shoulder. Finally, don't let children play anywhere near traffic. This is an obvious recipe for disaster. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you or a loved one has been injured in a pedestrian accident, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're happy to give you a free legal consultation with a lawyer at our office. All you have to do to get in touch with us is call the number below in the video description, or you can look us up at www.carelessdriver.com. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.